Hi everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. You are watching Coding is Life. We demonstrate a professional method for downloading files from the internet. This video is for you if you are still using the DO library or HTTP to download files for your application when the loader dialog is displayed. Now create simple project as per your using idle. I am using the versus code, so I am directly create a project with Flutter extension. Add Flutter underscore downloader, permission underscore handler, path underscore provider, device underscore info underscore plus, path dependencies in your project with the mentioned version. Now we set up Flutter underscore downloader dependency in our Flutter code with native configuration. Let's first we do iOS integration. Now we need to enable background mode using Xcode. Open VS Code and right-click on iOS folder and click on Open with Xcode. Click on Runner. Now we add background mode as mentioned in document. Click on Target in Runner and select Sign in and Capability. Now click on Capability. Now type background mode and click on Background Modes option. Now click on the Background Modes option and select the background fetch and remote notification options mentioned in the documents. Those permissions work with the download process. Now configure app delegate in your project. Write this code. As per which language you choose for your iOS native app, I used Swift, so I just copied it and pasted it into my app delegate file. Optional configuration, support HTTP request. If you want to download file with HTTP request, you need to disable Apple Transport Security ATS feature. In Android integration, you don't have to do anything extra to make the plugin work on Android. There are although a few optional settings you might want to configure. To make tapping on notification open the downloaded file on Android, add the following code to Android manifest.xml. Localize strings in notifications. Copy this config in your string.xml. First of all, this file is not available in your Android project, so simply go to the race folder and inside the value folder create string.xml as per the show. To open and install .app files, your application needs request underscore install underscore packages permission. Add the following in your Android manifest.xml. Also fix clear text traffic error on Android 9 Pie. Let's start real coding now. First, we need to initialize a Flutter downloader in the main function, so write this code, which I write. In this step we just create a download item class, which represents a single download path and its name. Also we create a collection of download items for images, documents, and APK files. In we declare the URL of the destination. Now we create a page in which we show the entire list of download items. And create a class that represents a single download item with some data like process, task, etc. First set inquel task status is complete, then we open that file from on tab. Now we can widget in which one first downloads the item name show, and then we check the task status. If it's running or paused, then show the task progress in the widget. Now we create a method _build training in which we show the status of the task. If running, then show the pause and cancel options, and also show a delete button to delete the downloaded file from storage. Create home page screen. In home page create some variable like tasks list of tasks, items list of item holder, show content, permission ID, save in public storage, local path, port. In init state we call binding background isolate method and also set download callback, which we create later, set default value to variable and create prepare method. In the prepare method, we just set the tasks and items and set the item holder in multiple tasks, like documents. The item holder in the item holder is set like Android and iOS PDF URLs. Do the same as the others. Now we check the storage permission. If the device is iOS, it means permission is granted. When the device is Android, that time we check the version of Android. If it is greater than 28, we have no need for permission, otherwise, we ask for storage permission. If the check permission method returns true, then we call the prepare save directory method. In we call the getSavedir method, which returns the path of the directory. One more important thing, when you use the iOS getAllocation document directory method in Android, we call the external storage directory because if not used, it will show an error, which we show later. Now we create binding background isolate and download callback methods. In binding background isolate method in we call isolate name server.register port with name and pass port.send port and downloader_send_port If it return false, then we call unbind background isolate and bind background isolate. Now we create a port.listen, which listener in we update the task is complete or the downloading process, then store it in the task. Create unbind background isolate method. Isolate name server dot remove port name mapping, downloader underscore send underscore port. Create download callback method with @pragma VM entry point. This is most important to work in background task. Call this code. Isolate name server dot lookup port bname, downloader underscore send underscore port. Send ID status progress. Let's now create other methods that work with task. Retriever request permission, request download, pause download, resume download, retry download, open downloaded file, delete. Now we create a view of how our data shows on the page. If permission is not allowed, then show the allowed permission view, otherwise, show the task and items. Let's see how it works in the simulator. Let's see how it work in Android but show error in Android storage permission. Add this all permission in your app manifest file. Now create a file which mention in provider create XML folder inside race folder and write a code. XML version is equal to 1.0, encoding is equal to UTF-8. Paths. External path name is equal to external underscore files, path is equal to dot. Paths.